Yesterday I was trying Priest without using buffs, by the way. You see, this was using the combined attack buff that actually gives Yishu literally nothing. Right now I struggle with Deadly Assault because they keep gatekeeping the buff to Rupture or new characters. This is one of the things that I want to talk. Like I kind of need to make a video. I was thinking about doing a stream today just to talk about this because I genuinely hate what they are doing with these new buffs. Like, to be real, this rotation right here, we have two really specific buffs. Like, what do you mean? Combined attack, this is like the seed buff. And like, yes, it works even if you're using just a single attacker, but like 20% crit damage? And like, we still have damage 30%, but this is like so minimal. I have Lucia, but yeah, I don't have a Rupture DPS unless we talk about Monoto. But Monoto doesn't do much because the weakness is Ether. Yeah, the weakness is Ether, but like, this buff is just so insane. I have no words. You guys know how strong this buff is? And like how strong this kind of makes Lucia feels? Like I feel that everyone's like, oh my god, everyone says that Lucia is not that much of an improvement over Pun or something. The problem is this thing right here. It's not that Lucia is amazing. She's good, okay? I hate playing Pun. Period. Talk about the Yidari shield buff like this one, or we talk about the one on the threshold simulation, because there's also another one on the threshold simulation, right? Raging Waves. Rupture specialty has below 50% of maximum HP. Their attacks ignore 25% of the ice resistance. Like this first half right here is so fucking specific. I hate this. Listen, we both know how important it is when it comes to saving money on these gacha games, and that's where LDShop comes in. LDShop.gg is a top-up platform that offers massive discounts and good prices for a lot of different games, including Zenless on Zero. All you need is your server and the UID, and you're good to go. You just select what you want to buy, you up everything here, you press top up, and then you're going to get a confirmation detail page. Make sure everything here is correct because, of course, you want to get your polychromes and your internet membership, right? You just wait a little bit and your polychromes are going to be delivered to your account that fast. Look at this. And you know there's double top-up bonuses that you get on the first time you buy one of those monochrome packs. LDShop got you covered because they can trigger the double top bonus for you. And the best part is that whenever you spend $80 in a single month, you get a coupon that allows you to get one of those monthly memberships for free, even in an internet membership, as you can see right here. Register your account using my link down in the description and you get a 15 and a 5% coupon that allows you to save up to $50. So stop wasting time and start saving money using LDShop. Thanks LDShop for sponsoring this video. If even Idari is getting this kind of buff, imagine what Banyu is going to get. Genuinely, this is so stupid. When agents activate or extend an Ether Veil, the whole squad sheer damage increases by 20%. Crit damage increases by 30 for 20 seconds. So like, if I'm Yishuan, I'm not using this, period. It doesn't even matter. Even if I low HP, this one's not doing shit for Yishuan. You see, they could just make it like, ignore the enemy resistance, like all resistance. And there you go. Now you need to kill your Yishuan because she can't remove her own HP. You know, they could just do this. When a Rupture agent it's below 50% of their maximum HP, the attack is going to ignore the enemy resistance, period. No ice resistance, and boom, there you go. God, Lucia is definitely better than my Mindscape Zero Pun. Like, that's the thing. Lucia is better than Pun. That's not a lie, that's a fact. Lucia is better than Pun, period. But like, the thing is that Lucia feels so much better than Pun right now because of the shield buffs. And it's like a massive difference. I did some calculations I'm probably going to show to you all later. I don't know how to make videos out of strings. But like, I definitely want to talk about this because I feel that the shield buff thing that we have in the last few patches, it just sucks quite a lot. It sucks way more than HP inflation, for example. I think that we need to actually put a lot of attention in this because this makes you kind of feel forced to pull agents because like you're going to watch everyone doing amazing with Lucia and then you're going to think, maybe she's better than I thought. And then you go and pull Lucia. Okay, she's really good. Then the buff goes away and you realize that she's not as good as you thought. She's still good, just not amazing as they make it seem on this patch right now. The buff might as well just start if you have EDI. Yeah, exactly. The threshold simulation buff is so stupid. The shield buff on threshold simulation, I think it's even more stupid than this one that we have on Deadly Assault. Not gonna lie. And this one on Deadly Assault, I already find it like really stupid. Really stupid. Where is it? Let's go back to Phylum Heights threshold simulation. Have you tried scripting anything about the shield buffs? No, I did not. The only thing I did earlier today is like a quick calculation about the buffs. 4 buffs equal 4 bosses. I mean, yeah, then we have 3 buffs for 3 bosses, but like, I don't know. I mean, does it even increase sales? There's no way someone goes, it does increase. It does increase because it makes the character feels really powerful. Think about it. Me, I know how to play the game. And like, if I go into Deadly Assault and I use my Mindscape 0 Yishuan, Mindscape 0 Lucia, Mindscape 0 Jufufu, I can get close to a kill. Now imagine people watching this and like, they're going to see this and think, oh my god, Mindscape 0 Lucia is that amazing. Because without Lucia using my pun, I'm barely getting, I don't know, 25,000 points. So this means that with Lucia, I can go that high. Yes, you can, because this buff right here is so fucking stupid. So yes, this kinda increases sales. Because like, you force people to think that the character is better than it actually is. I'm not saying that Lucia is not good. I'm not saying that Lucia is not an improvement over Pun. It's just that this thing right here is disgusting. I hate this. And I think that people complain a lot about HP increasing. I think that people should actually realize that on top of HP increasing every single patch, these kind of buffs make you feel that you're dealing less damage. Every single time that the shield buff goes away, you think that your agent is not dealing damage. Oh, my score for Soldier MB went from 60,000 from a kill to 50, 45 or something. The HP inflation is too much right now. No, it's not the HP inflation. You just lost a buff that actually was making your character feel more powerful than it actually is. The middle buff for attacker is shield for MB or seed. It's pretty much a seed buff. If you use this on any other attacker agent, most of the time the 20% crit damage is not doing that much. Most of the time the 30% damage is not doing that much. Can we talk about how ass Dream Delusion is? Dream Delusion? What is Dream Delusion? Oh, okay, I just saw it. Okay, I just saw it. Yeah, Dream Delusion is so fucking ass. I have a feeling that you're saying this just because you couldn't get a kill with Yuzu Eyes this time. It's a bad buff. Like, I feel like you could add something extra here to make it like slightly better. But like 40 anomaly proficiency? Are we that ass? Are we that ass? Like 4 anomaly proficiency sub rolls? This is what this buff is giving for you. The defense is reduced by 10%. Listen, 10% defense reduction is literally nothing. Nothing. If you're just using 10% defense reduction, this is nothing. I'll take a bad buff over shield buffs 100%. Remember back in the 1.4 or something, like let's say 1.4 all the way to 1.7, maybe even 2.0, we had like such amazing generic buffs for everyone. Like, it was good. Remember Sonata? I think it was Sonata that actually gave you like decibel generation and things like this. I have all type team, but my Evelyn teams feel like shit right now. Even my 14 attack rotation still doesn't do shit. Yeah, exactly, because this buff is so fucking bad for Evelyn. Honestly, I forgot to do calculations for Evelyn. I could do right now just to double check how much of a DPS increase it is. But I want to show this for you all. Where is it? Main display, not the Uma training helper that I want to show. I want to show this thing right here. You see, like this number that you guys are looking right here, this is the difference from this is Spun and the first half of the Pinnacle buff. This first half right here, the sheer damage by 10% only. Right, so 10% only is going to be like 7-8% DPS increase on Yishuan. Then you add the second half that only Lucia can activate. Look at how much damage you're actually getting from everything else. It's a massive damage increase. So like, if we don't have shield buffs. This is how much of a difference Lucia is using the current buff and not having any buff for her. Like, this is why I did a test using combined attack. This run right here was using combined attack 42. If you guys were watching my last stream that I did like Friday or something, for me it was Friday. I don't know, it depends on where you're watching because time zones and stuff, right? But the last time that I was streaming, I was trying, like, doing my best to get around 57. And I'm pretty sure I could get 57 or better. So like, look at the score difference. This 42 that I got, it was on a perfect rotation. I actually got so fucking lucky and I didn't fuck up in comparison to all the other runs that I did on last stream. So most of the time, I was getting like 39 to 40. Look at the massive difference here. We're talking about 40 to 56. This is how big of a gap just this buff right here is giving for you. And like, you guys are probably going to think, okay, but 40 is still amazing. 42 is still amazing. What are we talking about? That's not the point. Because like, I have really good rotations. I have good rotations. I'm not going to say really good rotations. Otherwise, Jimmy is going to call me out on the chat saying that my rotations are actually quite suspicious, but that's not the point, okay? Overall, my rotations are pretty good. Now imagine a more casual player, a mobile player, or someone that actually don't want to put a lot of effort trying to learn the game. Imagine the gap, the difference between like the 20k I catching strays for no reason, like, listen. I know that my rotation sometimes is quite suspicious. You also know this, all right? So yeah. But anyway, like, imagine the casual player that is like playing on their phone or something, and they like barely hitting the 20k, and then you remove this buff. How bad they are going to feel, you see? So like, this is one thing that I think that people should actually like put a lot of attention on this shit. It sucks. Jimmy said something about shield buffs, right? I'd rather shield buffs. Alice shield buff was infinitely better for any anomaly team than Dream Delusion. I mean, shield buffs are fine when we're like shielding the class, I would say. You know? Because like, think about it. If we're shielding the class, let's say Alice release, then we add a super amazing buff for anomaly agents in general, right? You get a lot of value on our anomaly agents. Now, when we get things like the buff that we have on Threshold Simulation, that shit is ass. Why? Because it's clearly made for a single agent. So like, they are shielding agents instead of the whole class. I still hate the attacker rupture exclusivity to the buffs. I mean, I do hate it as well. Like, especially when you're already restricting the buff to a single class and you still make it not good enough unless you have the specific agent for this buff. Class or element shielding is better than the kit shielding. I totally agree. I totally agree. Like, this thing right here, this thing is disgusting. This first half right here that you guys are reading, this is so insane. Insane in the worst possible way. When an agent with Rupture Specialty has HP below 80 or 50 of their maximum HP, their attacks ignore 10 to 25% of the enemy ice resistance. And like, Yidhari is not even available right now. This is why this is on the Threshold Simulation, because you can use with Yidhari. But like, even when she released, she's literally the only one that can benefit from this. This is so stupid. This is so fucking stupid. I think it makes it very boring for anyone who just enjoys off-rolling their favorite character as a DPS. Yup. I can agree because like, the HP increases, the buff is also increasing, but the problem is that the buff is increasing in the worst possible way. We are getting stronger buffs, but these are stronger buffs only if you're pulling the characters of this patch. And I hate this. I genuinely hate this. To be